Hey, welcome to Pond Boys. After almost a month hiatus, we haven't been on the air, but we are. This is our New Year's special Pawn Off of all the Pawn champions. So we are looking forward to today's show. We got some big hitters today. So where's our other guest?
Christopher is, well, he's already announced it, so I guess it's okay to say. Chris is doing his last job for his proper job today. He's out of town.
Oh,
He's doing cop stuff.
London?
Yeah, he's doing some not London cop stuff today. So. But he's going to watch later today, and he's submitted his guesses. So
that leaves this thing wide open because he was pretty good. So
yeah, without pictures too.
He was pretty dang good, and without help. So I'm not taking anything away from you guys.
You mean the guests who are actually here?
The guests actually here that took the time to come hang out with us. So hey, let's talk a little bit about what you guys been doing. It's been a while since I've talked to you, Lance. I can't remember when you were last on the program. I mean, it's been.
I think it was possibly the last. Well, when I did the when I did the Pawn or Die, I don't think I've been back on.
It's been a while.
You've been on as Kirk Sherrod one time.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that was
awesome.
Yeah.
So
yeah, saved for posterity.
Yeah.
Oh.
So
and in social media time, that was like 72 years ago.
That's true.
Yeah,
That's true. So it has been a long time.
Dog years, social media years.
So what have you been doing in the last 6 months?
What have I been doing?
Have you got anywhere?
Besides stalking Jessica Lange, what have you been doing?
Oh, this is my path. I think she might be stalking me, actually. Y'all know that Jessica Lange, they were filming American Horror Story, Coven, set in New Orleans, and she's always been in love with this city, of course, and so she bought a house down the street. And by down the street, I mean, well, it's a few blocks, but it's on the same street. So I oftentimes will see her out walking or riding her bike. Yeah, so stalking her, I don't really have to stalk her. I just have to kind of be near her house.
You just go outside and she just shows up.
Wait, that's all. Is that defined?
You will stalk her if you have to, like if it comes to that.
And I had the pleasure of meeting her, which I'm pretty sure I put a little post about that months and months ago. Lovely. She really is just as lovely as everyone would hope. Granted, we weren't in some kind of social situation. However, she has an amazing presence and super nice. But enough about Jessica Lange. So what have I been doing? Finished up my social media contract. As you all remember, I was doing the Hotel Monteleone Google Plus page and Visit New Orleans Google Plus page, and due to some budgetary constraints on their part, they decided not to continue being active on Google Plus. So with that, suddenly that was kind of done, and I thought, well, do I really want to do this? And when the contract ended, and suddenly I wasn't required to be available for 24/7 to manage pages, and for anybody who's doing this, you can really relate to, there is never a break, because it is not always 10 p.m. wherever everybody else is, and people are awake and doing things around the world continuously. So it was kind of a release, and at first I was really nervous about it, thinking, what am I going to do? And then when I was finished with that, I thought, okay, I don't think I want to do that anymore. So I started focusing back on just being social, what I came onto Google Plus for in the first place, which was to be social. And I started thinking about how that applied to sort of everyday life. And I don't talk to every person that I know in my physical presence, say in town or nearby, every day, numerous times a day. I just don't. To me, that's not really what being social is about. Every single moment of every single event that happens in every single person's life, keeping up with it can be really exhausting. So I started thinking of it more in terms of, geez, well, I haven't talked to Rhonda for a few days. Let me, send her a little message or whatever. Just sort of how I would normally do things pre-internet. And yes, there was a time, people, for those of you much younger than me, when there was no internet. and we had landlines, and you had to stand in the kitchen, or if you had a really long cord, you might be able to make it down the hallway to have a private conversation.
I don't remember that at all. I'm not old enough to really remember.
No, yeah, I know. I'm talking to the young crowd here, so.
I just turned 30, so don't blame me, man. That's on my parents.
Happy dirty 30. Related. So, with that, what have I been doing? I've been to make money. Well, there's that aspect. I have been doing a lot of freelance and contract work for various restaurants around the city, and I just leave it at that. So I've sort of worked, part-time at one place and at the same time part-time at another place, and getting a real feel for that, because I liked the flexibility of the schedule that I had when I was doing social media, which was I could do this. As long as I would check in, I had a good chunks of free time in between to go explore and do my thing. So the same kind of thing, I'm applying that to what I'm doing now. It's back into the hospitality and restaurant industry, and sort of have myself spread through different businesses around town, which is working out beautifully. Currently, and this just happened. I got an email this morning. I am going back onto the screen, and I'm going to be a featured extra in an episode of NCIS New Orleans, which is, of course, being filmed in New Orleans.
That is cool. That is very cool.
TV shows and a movie or two back in the day, and I took a break from that to pursue some other things in between. But I'm still on this thing that's called My Casting File, and because the movie industry and the TV industry is so big in New Orleans, I signed up for it, and they send you notices, and I happen to fit into a particular part, and they sent me the email, so I confirmed, and next Wednesday, go on set and hopefully get some more work out of it, and maybe meet Scott Bakula. Who the hell knows? Anyway,
two things. Are they going to give you one of those cool, big director chairs to sit in?
No, they give you a Home Depot bucket.
Oh, okay. Second thing.
No.
I'm giving you a request, okay? I want you on set or on camera to wear your John Deere hat, please.
Yeah, I might be able to pull that off for this particular part. It's a scene that they're doing, or the show that this episode is set around Mardi Gras. So the casting request said, wear whatever you want. It's Mardi Gras. You guys know how to do it. So having a costume closet. I can't guarantee that they're going to approve that because it has a label on it a lot of times.
Right.
That was considered
advertising.
Commercial endorsement.
Yes.
But I will, if nothing else, take a picture of myself in whatever it is that I end up wearing for the scene, post it in that way. If you guys watch NCIS New Orleans, then you can say...
Well, I do now.
Me too. I'm going to start.
Dude, okay, so a couple of things.
Yeah.
I think that if you're going to, be contracted out to restaurants, New Orleans is the place to do it. No doubt about it.
Mm-hmm.
And the other thing is what I've always appreciated about you, Lance, is your perspective on things. Your posts are awesome, especially for somebody that's never been to New Orleans, to really get the flavor of that town. All you got to do is read Lance Fields' post, right? I mean, do you guys agree with me on that one?
Oh, I agree. I've not been. It's
absolutely
on my list. Have you been to New Orleans, Christine?
Yes, once. But I definitely want to go back, and the reason for that is because of Lance's posts and what he was doing, when he was doing the hotel page, and yeah, definitely.
The Chamber of Commerce you should be on their payroll. I'm telling you right now.
Well, yeah, there's
that.
There is that. Yeah. You could send him a strongly worded letter on my behalf if you like.
I'd be happy to do that.
Can we get the audience to do that too? They are cheering you on out there about this television show thing. Jessica and Carmen, Cheryl, everybody that's watching.
Hi, everybody. Due to the fact that I would have to do this and not be able to focus on what I'm talking about to respond to comments, that's why I'm not saying anything. But hi, everybody, and thanks, guys. So. Yeah, before it gets blown out of proportion, being a background work or background extra or a featured extra, pretty much anybody can do it if you fit the bill, you have availability, and you can handle really. It's sit around and wait a lot, because I don't know if anybody's ever been on set for a TV show or a movie. The setup time is outrageous. They have to make sure that the angles are right. They do all these test runs. They have all these people, and so basically everybody except for the crew does a lot of sitting around and waiting. So it's considerably less glamorous. Although I find it astounding sometimes that people make like $10 million to be in a movie. But hey, I'll accept. It pays pretty well, surprisingly, just even to be an extra. And they feed you really well. Anybody who knows anything about craft services and movies and TVs, man, they really do put out the spreads. So, with that said, I will stop blabbering here and thanks everybody.
Well, no, I appreciate that, and we'll get back to you. Now, Christine, last time I talked to you, I would have thought by now you would been cruising around in your private jet. Is that?
Okay. Well,
do you have one of those too, Christine?
I've got a couple, yeah. Now, I've gotten nowhere near as glamorous of a story to tell as Lance, that's for sure. I'm not scheduled for any movies, unfortunately.
You should be.
Mardi Gras is not coming up around New Jersey last time I checked. But, yeah, I've been busy just doing Circloscope. I also am working for Steady Demand, managing brand pages, and I can agree with Lance that, although you set your own hours and it's great, it really does, I don't feel like posting on my own profile anymore because I'm managing so many pages. It's kind of, by the time you get done all of that, you're like, okay, I've had enough, But I also agree with Lance about how, what he was saying about how weird social is, because I did think that one day. I thought, some people I'm talking to every day. I don't talk to my own children every day. They don't live here. If they did, obviously, I probably would. But they're grown up.
I'm wow, that's really awkward.
Yeah. But so I don't believe that you do need to talk to people every day in order to have friendships with them. Just like in real life, you don't talk to your friends every day. I mean, ever since I left grade school, at least, it hasn't been that daily contact. So, agree there.
Ryan and I talk every day.
Well, you work together, right?
No, not really.
Oh, okay.
Not to get off subject, but Kurt, I was telling these guys I was just doing a police photo lineup for the guy that sold that bike, the whole bike thing.
Yeah.
I've got the serial number here. I'll have to have you verify that for me on that bike. So.
Just hold it up.
Yeah.
Put it out live.
Anyway, good. So Christine, how is your project going? How's your business going?
Good, really well. We just we're doing renewals now. We had an end of the year sale that went really well. Mm-hmm. And look, it's so cold here. I can see my breath. That's how cold it is in New Jersey, by the way. I'm in my office. There's like 10 windows. There's 4 doors. It's cold in here, and I have to turn the heater off because it's too noisy. So.
Oh, that's awful. Do you need to put a jacket on or something? A scarf? Some earmuffs?
And my hair's wet to top it off. Oh.
As my grandmother would say, you'll catch a death of cold.
Yeah, if it starts icing up, you'll know why.
Oh, that's.
So are subscriptions going up? Week by week, month by month. Great.
Yeah, as far as I can tell, Google Plus is still going strong. I know we hear a lot of Ghost Town or the death of Google Plus, but I'm not seeing it.
No, I haven't heard that, but I'm probably not as active as a lot of you guys doing this. But who's saying that? Who's saying that type of stuff?
The media.
Oh,
yes.
Oh, well, you can't believe anything the media says about it.
The TechCrunch, the BuzzFeed, the
pundits.
Yeah. So they've been saying it for years. I'm not worried.
I was thinking maybe you and I could start a a collaboration of Circloscope and Jerk's Bike Shop. I don't know. What do you think?
What kind of collaboration?
Well, I can already think of the name, and I know Lance is smiling his face.
Whoa. Okay, I got it.
Oh, I didn't say it yet, but I was okay. Never mind. And we don't even need to say anything on this show.
No,
it already
we don't.
automatically comes out.
Man, great minds think alike, don't they?
Bunch of dirty old men in here.
I'm still doing the My Music Hangout, pretty much monthly, working with the School of Rock a little bit. We have a show coming up on Friday, getting ready to promote that. So.
Well, I tell you what, I saw an advertisement on TV the other night, and granted it was on late night TV. It was a dating site for farmers only.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
So I'm telling you what, if a site like that can make it, damn thing. Okay.
Farmers only. Is it like big time farming operation farmers, or is it small, local, urban farming farmers?
You could be a dirt farmer or whatever.
Yeah, it's good. I think it's farmersonly.com, and it's a dating. And I didn't even know what it was at first. I'm like, I didn't understand. I'm like, I don't get it. But
unfortunately, I knew because I live in the South. I was like, oh my hell, what's happening here?
I thought I was watching Saturday Night Live, and I was waiting for somebody to come out and do some big thing on it. But it was for real, man. That stuff's for real.
They have a little jingle and everything. You want to sing it?
Farmers only. So, hey, if you become a farmer and you are single and looking for love, there is hope.
Can you just imagine the commercial for that? You're laying in bed at night thinking about and counting sheep. If those sheep look good to you, get on farm. Oh, that's not good.
Hey, let's get into this pawn thing, man. We've got items picked out, and so let me just give you a little bit of a background here. We started doing pawn or die. Oh, it was probably sometime May or so last year. Anyway, it's become kind of a fun game that we do, and we've had some people do really, really horrible, and some people do really, really good. And so the two that we have on our program today did really, really good. And now I think, Lance, you were one of the first that did it, weren't you?
I think I was the first one, yeah.
Yeah. So he's kind of been up there on the champion pedestal. We've had some other good guys come along. And then, anyway, so the way that it works is I've got 5 items that I actually took in on pawn here, or that were sold to me here in the shop. And obviously I paid a certain amount for them. We give our contestants 5,000 hypothetical pawn bucks to spend on these items. Now the key is they can't spend too much because they've got to sell the items for at least a one-time markup, and they can't spend too little because the guy will walk out the door, right? So the idea is to get the item in the door, buy it so you can sell it at a decent markup, hypothetically speaking. Now, the items that I got today are not just any normal items. They're very difficult items to assess, and so I'm very excited about showing these things. I think they're going to stump both of you, okay? That's just me. Are you scared?
No.
I see that. Oh, speaking of farmers, that was a great segue, by the way. Okay, this is a late '60s die-cast tractor. You would have gotten something like this, like if you went into like a Case or a John Deere store, and you could have probably bought it in a shop like that. And so they've become somewhat collectible. And there are some of these things that are worth quite a bit of money. So, who wants to go first?
Mr. Cotta.
I'm a little confused.
You're confused?
Yeah.
Well, I already have Lance's guess. Let me
Yeah.
let me
there we
throw
go.
out Chris's guess on this one first. Chris said 30.
Whoa.
Whoop.
So you have Chris's and Lance's guesses?
I sent them to you, but I don't know that you saw them.
No, so then I should guess because they didn't have anything to go by when they guessed.
Correct.
Go for it.
Right?
That sounds fair to me.
Okay.
700, Christine. That's
Christine, you're buying this, okay? Or are you taking it on pawn? What are you gonna buy it for?
I'm gonna buy it for 45.
Okay. Okay.
There we go. And then Christopher said 30, and Lance said 35. So who knows on that one?
So we got 40, 30,
No, I said 45.
45.
45,
Mm-hmm.
30, and Lance said what?
35.
35. You guys were all really close. Okay, let's move on.
All right. We're going to do Fred Astaire next. Possibly. There we go.
No, he's like a Laurel and Hardy character.
Oh, is he? I don't know who he is.
Yeah, he's like a little music box, like a little porcelain music box. And the thing along the side is a vintage Woody Woodpecker.
So what are we bidding on?
Just the Laurel and Hardy thing.
And who doesn't want a vintage Woody Woodpecker?
Yeah. Puppet. Woody Woodpecker puppet.
Puppet. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
How big is it?
About 8 inches tall.
All right, I'm going to say 30.
Okay.
Okay. And Lance said 30. And Chris said 15.
Or bring the stool up
Okay.
here.
Yes.
All right. The next one.
This is why we're the champs. We're like right on the together.
There you go.
All right, this is very special. Okay.
I love that.
Yeah, that's special. Yeah.
Okay, so this is an actual dollar. Kurt, given the background.
So when I was down in Las Vegas with Chris Davies this last summer.
Oh, by the way, don't tell him how much you paid for it.
Right, I understand. I know how this works. So we went into Gold and Silver Pawn, which is the pawn shop for Pawn Stars, and I was trying to find something to bring Ryan back from Pawn Stars because he owns a pawn shop. I was trying to bring some really cool thing back, and this was the coolest thing in there by far. I thought was this $1 with the old man's face on it.
And it's an actual dollar, and what he's done is it's like a sticker, an applique thing that he's put on there. So
Yeah.
So anyway.
And it's really well done. I mean, it looks authentic.
Yeah. And you can still spend the dollar, I'm sure, just because you could probably pull the old man. See, they haven't defaced the money, so it's not illegal apparently.
In fact, there's a little thing on there when you were buying them that says that this isn't illegal to do this.
Yeah. So.
I was wondering about that.
Yeah. So, with that said, how much would you pay for this thing? How much did Kirk pay for this thing when he walked into Gold and Silver?
And then how much have you been offered for it? That's the question.
That is the interesting part.
Now, is this TV show? I mean, I've heard of it before. Who is the person on the dollar?
He's the old man. That's who they call the old man, and he's the actual founder of the pawn shop, and he's one of the characters on the show.
So he made these.
Yeah, had them made. Yeah, had them made.
Do you know how many he made?
Probably limitless.
They got a whole store full of them.
Okay, $1.
Okay.
That is a good boy. You are. I mean, nice.
All right. I don't know what to say to that.
All right. Chris
Is this
said,
like the Price is Right, where just $1.01?
yeah, that's what we're doing.
Yeah.
That's what we're doing. Christopher said $10, and Lance, I believe you said 20.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
There we go. Okay.
Okay.
Here's the next one. I actually wanted one of these for Christmas. I like these.
Okay.
This is the record player.
This is a old look / new record player, CD, radio, and I think even has a cassette thing in it.
You can actually burn your cassettes to a CD with these.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So, but it's got that old '70s look to it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Remember the big console things that your mom and dad used to have?
That Lance used to have.
70s.
Hey,
So
does it smell old? Like, does it have that old? Does it smell like old?
It's not old.
Smelled like, hey, you know what? That we could bottle that stuff up and sell it.
I know. You just spray some of that. It could be smells like old, and you could spray that on there.
You just call it.
Just
that's
put
attractive.
some mothballs in it or something.
Mothballs of Preparation H. I mean, that's all you need.
And a little Brute 66.
Yeah. Oh no.
And this is in working condition,
Perfectly.
and it plays records. What are records again? No, I'm only kidding. It plays
Heard of them.
records, CDs, cassettes, and radio. That's interesting.
Not 8 tracks, but you know what? I've got an original John Lennon Imagine record here that I put on this thing, and it sounds really good.
Wow.
We need like some Jeopardy music or something.
Yeah, I know, right?
$1.
I'd give $50 for it.
Okay. All right. What was Chris's guess, Rhonda?
Okay. Chris said 75, and Lance said 55.
When we're back on track, Christine.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
There we go. Hold on, I gotta come back up. And this is the helmet from a player to be named later, apparently, because we don't know his name. There you go.
Okay. So this is actually a guy that came into my store just this Saturday, and I don't know what his name is.
Why didn't you ask him?
Well, I wasn't here.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, so I wasn't here. Anyway, he wanted to sell his. He is a Ute player, and he had 2 helmets, and he wanted to sell one of them. And my guy said, "I'll buy it as long as you sign it." And so I don't know. It looks a little cooler with the signature on it. So
And this is college football.
yeah, this is a University of Utah, so they're here in Salt Lake. Anyway, he still plays. He's still playing. So I guess they got new helmets. So either that or
Does he have any potential to go to the NFL? Well, you don't know because you don't know who it is.
I don't know who it is. So.
He has no potential to go to the NFL. Otherwise, he'd have plenty of money.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Not pawning his helmet. Just saying.
But
He has a number on it, so you could look it up.
yeah, I will look it up. But I will tell you, even without the signature, this is a authentic game helmet. It's not. It was played. It's got marks and scratches and stuff on it. Even without that, it's got.
I love how used turns into authentic. It's a used helmet. No, it's an authentic played game helmet.
Have you ever sell anything on eBay?
Yes.
Okay.
I have a really nice jersey I'd like to pawn.
It's Brandon.
It's got about 7 signatures or maybe more from the Philadelphia Flyers.
Oh, sweet. I like that.
It's Brandon Cox.
Well, no, I don't want to pawn it. I want to actually sell it for retail.
I was gonna tell you to take a hike if you had something for me. So.
All right, I'm gonna bid on this. Geez, I have no knowledge of what it would cost, like brand new. Sports equipment is pretty expensive.
Christine, if this helps you, according to the roster, his name's Brandon Cox. If that helps.
No, that doesn't help.
Okay,
Did you
well,
look it up?
yeah, I looked it up.
I'd give
And we
70.
apologize for getting Brandon Cox in trouble if you weren't supposed to do that. So, if you weren't supposed to pawn your helmet, sorry. You've been outed.
It's out now.
Yeah, it's out.
All right, I'm gonna say $75.
Okay.
Awesome. There we go. And Christopher said 100, and Lance said 100.
It's Chandler Johnson.
Can I just add that I'm freezing my ass off?
Sure.
Okay.
Go
I
ahead.
just want to say that. Okay. All right.
There we go.
I changed my mind. It's Chandler Johnson.
Oh, okay. You changed his name for him?
Well, I looked on there and it was confusing.
I think that would have affected what Christine is bidding.
I know. I'm sorry. You can bid again if you want.
Okay.
7501.
Now, do we have Jerk's Junk?
Of course.
Yes, we do.
Let's see Jerk's junk.
Yes, well, let me show it to you. I keep that handy for Monday.
Candy.
Here we go. There it is. Ta-da! Jerk's junk.
Pew, 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 pew.
Yeah, it's
All
a
right.
pew pew.
Dude, is that your gun sound?
That's not a gun. That's supposed to be like from Star Wars.
Oh, okay, man. I was getting
electronic
fire
things.
All right, what do we have here?
This is not from Star Wars. This is a high-end tactical rifle for airsoft play.
Is that a game?
It's an expensive toy gun, Christine.
Christine, you got to get out more because no, this is a game. It's a game. It's a game that people play. They go around and shoot each other with this, not like they do in New Orleans because they use real bullets. But what I'm talking about is this is a airsoft gun. It shoots little plastic pellets out.
Okay, so you actually play it outside, not in front of your TV?
Right.
It's kind of taking the place of paintball.
It's like plastic BB.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Very high end, very expensive. It's an electronic motor, but it's pneumatic. It shoots it out with air, and they're very fast. It hurts when you get hit with one.
Oh, I want one.
Yeah.
She's dressed for it, that's for sure.
I've got some uses for that. Let's see, I did buy my son a paintball gun brand new once. It was not cheap. So.
Keep going with that. We really need that music.
How much of a markup do you usually try to get when you...
When I sell something, that is an excellent question. I try to get at least a one-timer. One-timer. I hope to get, if I'm selling something on eBay, I hope to get a little bit more of that because there's fees and other stuff.
Okay.
Yeah. Great question, though.
$60.
You're buying it for $60?
Let me change it.
Mm-hmm.
75.
Okay.
Well, can you bring the picture of the gun back up on the screen for a second?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So if you notice, now it's gone. Now I see Christine. Where's the gun?
I've got it up.
Click in those little boxes below. You can pull that picture up there, Lance.
There we go. Okay, so if you look at the picture of the gun, you see it has a charging thing. So you have to have a really long extension cord to go out and play the game because the gun has to be plugged in to go and play it. So keep that in mind, Christine. Not that I'm trying to steer you in the wrong direction with that.
No. It has a really high-end LiPo battery, which is lithium-ion polymer battery.
And the fun part is watching everybody trip over the extension cords as they're trying to look cool with their goggles on.
I use a camouflage extension cord for just such a situation.
Do you? That's fantastic.
It brings a whole new element to that game. And where do you plug it in? You know, where do you plug?
Where do you plug in Jerk's junk? That's the question for him.
Boy, oh boy.
I couldn't resist. Sorry.
Off screen, she's still about as bad as it can get. Thanks, Rhonda. Nice.
You're welcome.
Good times.
Good times. Okay, so there we go. So
You just
Christine
didn't
says
know right
Christine said 75.
Oh,
Lance said 45.
okay.
And Chris said $10.
He sure doesn't want to pay a lot for my junk.
Well, he's had up close experience with it, I guess. I don't know. He's been to Utah.
I'm guessing 150. That's what I'd pay.
You would pay 150?
Yes.
So you think you could sell it for 300? What do you think it retails for brand new?
Well, if we want to start here, I don't know specifically about these guns, but I've seen some of these guns go for $600-700 or $1,000.
Wow.
Which is almost the same amount as you can pay for a real AR-15.
I'm thinking, wow, okay.
Yeah.
I mean,
Wow.
yeah, I'm thinking buy it for 75, try to get 125 to 150, figuring you could probably buy it brand new for 200 or 225.
So here's what I like about your thought process, Christine, because a lot of times you could probably get it for what'd you get, $75? What'd you get? You get
I
75.
guess 75.
Yeah, you could probably have gotten it for $75 without having the person walk, and you know, obviously that broadens your margin. But so I think that thought process is good without doing any research on it at all, because the idea is to get the item without the person getting pissed off at you for giving them too little. So, anyway.
So there we go.
Now what?
What's the value of the gun, Kurt?
Well, regular MSRP on this gun is almost $400.
Okay.
On eBay, I've seen him go for around $250, $300.
Nice.
I say that they don't, like, just for game purposes, on $75 they don't walk. You get your margin on that. Okay? Just saying.
Yeah.
Okay. So
I mean, they would walk for 10 though.
they'd walk for 10.
See,
Yeah.
the thing about it is, so you have all these people bringing in all these things to pawn. We can't see the desperation in their faces. We can't see the, you know what, I don't
Yeah,
really
we don't
pawn
get
this
to
thing,
like take
but
advantage
I
of
guess
them.
I will, or are you out of your mind? I paid $600 for this. I'm not going to pawn it to you. So part of the variable that's missing is the emotional desperation that each person with each item has, as they're standing there shaking, thinking, "Oh my God, I got to sell this thing to you," and you're like, $10, buddy, and it's really $600. So
He's
we
right.
don't
I mean,
know.
you know, if they're getting ready to go out and buy a rock or something, $10 is gonna
Is
get
that what you
Buy rocks with the
Is
money.
that really what you think of me? Okay, so let me just say this, okay? Now I won't deny that there are pawnbrokers that are like this, okay? But I am what they call the new generation pawnbroker, okay? If I were to tell you that emotion on their side doesn't have anything to do with the way I react with it, okay? If somebody is walking out of my store with a big smile on their face and thanking me for charging them 20% monthly interest on their item, I've done my job. Okay?
Booyah.
Okay.
Just
Well, I'm
saying.
thinking maybe that instead of buying a rock for $10, maybe their daughter needs to go on a school field trip and they needed the last $20 to pay for it. Let's think of something maybe a little.
There is both. So I mean, I deal with both, but you know, a lot of times guys will come in here and they're like, can you just give me $5 extra for a pack of smokes? And so they had to buy baby formula, diapers, and smokes, but not necessarily in that order.
Or not necessarily at all. That's the thing. What are they telling you, you know? I gotta buy baby wipes.
You laugh, but it happens on a freaking daily basis. Okay? A daily basis. I'm telling you. So, yeah, I need to buy some beer and cigarettes. So.
Interestingly enough, speaking of cigarettes, Salt Lake City was and Utah was one of the first states back in the 1800s to ban indoor smoking in public places. This is not a new phenomenon, by the way, but that's one of Salt Lake City's claim to fame. They arrested a bunch of city councilors for smoking in public in like 1883 and took them down. And yet here you are letting people pawn stop for a pack of cigarettes.
Let me add something to that. Back in like '97, when the Utah Jazz went to the NBA championships and they played the Bulls, okay, and they got beat by the Bulls both. They went 2 years in a row. Well, the last year, I think it was '97 or '90. I think it was '98 maybe. When the Bulls won the championship on our home court here in Salt Lake. Scottie Pippen and Michael Jordan broke out cigars and started smoking them on the court, and people were just like up in arms about it. That's against the law. I mean, they were just pissed off about it.
Wait, how was that?
That's what every Utah sounds like when they're angry. That's against the law. Gosh darn whippersnappers!
Yeah, because you can't cuss. You can't cuss.
No.
Oh.
No. Is cussing illegal in public in Salt Lake City? I think so.
That's against the law.
Yeah. Some places in the world you can get a citation for cursing in public.
That's true. Mm-hmm.
I think that's pretty much every state, but nobody ever enforces that.
Not in the South.
Copying
on Bourbon Street.
Yeah, you can go to Walmart and just get an earful and pick and.
And an eyeful.
Yeah.
No, it's
my eye.
It's South. It's not Walmart. It's the Walmart.
Wait, so there should be a safety warning on Walmart's thing that says you'll put your eye out.
Some of the ladies that are there need that on their shirts, like in the upper area, because I've almost had my eye put out.
Listen, I promise next time I go to the Walmart, because Ryan is right about that, because there's only one. So you go to the Walmart, I'll take a picture of somebody.
Yeah.
We'll do that.
Yeah. Hey, Rhonda, you've been guilty of wearing pajamas and slippers in Walmart, which is
no, I don't wear slippers. It was pajama pants and flip-flops, just to set the record straight.
That's much better.
That's standard attire. That's standard attire at Walmart.
I was redneck of the day that day. Absolutely.
That's slippers, pajamas, and a tube top.
Yeah. Well, I would, but they didn't match, and I really didn't feel like going that far out on the limb.
It's been a really long time since I've worn a tube top. Really long.
Well, that's good to hear.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Wearing a tube bottom, that's the worst.
They have those too, man.
I think so, because I've worn one.
Yeah.
Or I was wearing it wrong. One of the two. I don't know.
I don't know.
That's it.
Oh,
okay.
See, Jessica saying she would be in big trouble because she curses like a trucker. There you go.
Who said that, Jessica?
Jessica, yeah. Yeah, let's hear your guesses, everybody. Who do you think is going to be the big winner on this thing?
The Seahawks. Oh.
Stop it. Stop it.
Sorry about that. I couldn't help myself.
I don't even want to hear that. No.
You owe me 75 cents, by the way.
Ah, God.
Let's go to the dollar. Let's talk about the dollar.
Okay.
Yeah. So, put that dollar up.
Oh, hold on, I have to open it back up.
Now, in true pawn form, I have to put this out there. If I was buying stuff how I should have been buying stuff, I should have bought it for 50 cents and sold it to Ryan for $1.
Yeah.
That's not how it rolls, you know.
So I think Chris is out of this one by default, but he's probably with you because he guessed right on.
He wasn't with me.
Oh, he wasn't?
Oh, he wasn't.
Okay. So Kirk bought this dollar for $10. And so
yeah, but he got robbed. That's
Right.
You wouldn't have paid $10 for it, would you?
No. I'm an idiot.
Oh, but he
There
did.
you go.
No,
Yeah.
but I'm saying,
no.
would you, if I walked into your pawn shop?
No. However, no, you're right. Okay. So if it came into I would probably have paid what Christine said. I probably would have paid $1 just to have it in my store. But in the defense of the dollar, I have had several offers of as much as $30.
Ha-ha.
Wow.
I have offers almost on a day. It's not for sale.
Well, there's a sucker born every day. Yeah.
Everything's for sale.
I have it in my case, and people look at this thing as how much is the old man dollar? Again, there's that face. You know. And
I hope everybody in the audience is making that face every time you do that. Shoulders, be making that face, girl.
But you got to make
the whole time
effective at it. We're just a bunch of mean Mormons here, okay? That's just all
There you go. Listen, if you're making that face in the audience, take a picture and send it to me, and we'll post them in the event. That's hilarious.
Done and done.
So Chris won that one, apparently.
So, if buying it at $10, I still would have made money. But you're right, Christine. Without knowing that, I would never have paid $10. So, true that. So, all right.
So how much would you have paid for it, Ryan?
$1.
You'd have to pay more than $1. Nobody's going to give it to you for $1 because they already got one. It's not like, okay, here you go.
But how many of the? You probably wouldn't be able to find very many of them up here. I mean, I know there's probably, millions of them out there, but,
So I hit that one.
Okay.
I'm giving that one to me.
You can have that one.
Yeah.
You can have that one.
When they start printing a $3 bill, we're going to put my face.
And sell them for like $50. Is that what
Right.
$1.
$3 bills with my face on it.
You can ask whatever you want, but
Right.
doesn't mean you're going to sell it. So, okay, flash another one up there. Yo.
Okay, let's do the tractor. Here we go.
Oh, the first one.
Oh, yeah, there we go.
There it is.
Okay. I paid. What'd you guess, Christine? I paid $20. Okay.
Ooh, I went way over.
No, but you're okay still because it's worth about $150.
Wow.
So yeah, you're okay still. But I paid $20. So you guessed 45. Chris guessed 30, and Lance guessed 35.
Yeah. So Chris is closest on that one.
All pretty good. I mean, nobody walks. You get your margin. You're good to go. So, well done.
So you robbed the guy, is that what you're saying?
You know what? I helped him out. He needed beer and cigarettes. So I helped him out. So,
I think the proper term is swindle. Is that not the right?
Ryan goes to people's houses and forces them to come in his shop and pawn their stuff every day.
hey, I am trading money for things that aren't money. I say they're getting the better end of the deal.
No, I agree.
So you can't spend this stuff unless you sell it, right? So,
That's very true.
Yeah,
All right.
Rand's trading money for potential.
Yep.
Potential.
okay, so this little guy is from the '60s, and I paid $5 for him because I had no idea. But I've seen these things go for as much as $100. So.
And what did we all bid?
You bid, Christine. You bid 30.
Mm-hmm.
Chris bid 15, and Lance bid 30.
So
Is Chris gonna win this game and he's not even here? I don't like this.
I don't know. He kind of bid on.
We won.
I'm not going to say that.
Lance and
He
Christine
takes a bid on. He takes a bid on discount.
He doesn't win by default.
This show's pre-recorded. We already know who wins. Everybody in the audience is like, "Oh crap!"
We did this last week.
All right, I picked. You guys were pretty close on this, to tell you the truth. Chris is the one that screwed the pooch on this one. Okay.
That's funny every time.
Where is that?
I paid $40 $60 for it. Christine, you said 50. Chris said 75.
Yeah.
And Lance said 55. They're worth between 100 and 120, like they are. So, well done. Well done.
There we go. Looks like Christine's in the lead so far.
Woohoo!
Okay, last but not
So,
I'm
least.
okay with that.
Okay.
Oh, here's the one
All
that's
right,
going to be Peter.
Yeah. The helmet.
These, okay, I know that these helmets, like when they buy them, obviously buy them by the masses, but when they buy them, they're like $150 to $200. Okay. But for somebody that likes the Utes, and there's plenty of people that like the Utes around here, a game-worn helmet could be worth a pretty good amount of money. So, I hate the Utes. So, shouldn't say hate. I'm not a fan. So.
You and your ducks. Okay. Chris said 100. Lance said 100. Christine said 75.
What are you wearing there? Is that an Oprah Winfrey jerk?
Oh my gosh!
What? I just saw that O on there. I was thinking maybe is that what it is? Did you?
Everybody get the prize! Look under your seat.
You get a car, and you get a car.
Oh, wait. Let me look under my seat. Let me see what I can find under there. Hang on a second. Hey, there was money under there. That's really good. This is the Oprah show. Ryan Oprah.
Bite your tongue, Kurt.
Oh, I know.
So what did you pay for that helmet?
I paid $60. Now, I would have not. My guy paid $60. I would have not paid $60 for this. But
Still have a job.
paid, and he took it, and I think I can probably get. I think I could probably get, if I'm patient, probably $150 out of this. So.
Probably.
What would you have paid?
I would probably have paid $40 for it. Because my thought process on that is it's not going to be the easiest to sell. And how long do I want my $40 tied up?
Yep. You have to wait for the right person or put it on eBay or whatever.
Yep.
Make it into a lamp.
Make it into a lamp, yeah. So if I were to guess, you probably got the better tally than I do. If I were to guess, Rhonda, I think Christine wins this one.
Yeah. She's the big winner. She's the pawn queen. I mean, it's official now. Christine Degraff is the pawn queen.
Or fanfare or anything?
Yeah.
Yeah. What's her prize?
Yeah. Here, let me put a crown on. So now's a good time. Now's probably a good time to announce that I'm opening a pawn shop here in New Jersey. No, just kidding. Just kidding.
Trading packs of smokes for anything you want to bring in.
There we go.
You know what? I should sell cigarettes.
In the pawn shop?
Yeah. The big thing now is e-cigarettes, though. People
You can just pay people in cigarettes instead of.
Well, I do. If I need
prison.
If I need a thug to go like PCB, take care of business, then they usually like to take their trade and buy the carton of smokes. So, yeah.
You need a thug. You got a new business. Rent a thug.
Well, so my daughters asked me the other day. They're like, when we bring dates to the house, are you gonna be cleaning your guns? And I go, no, honey, I'm not gonna do that. But just let them know that I know guys that probably break their legs for a carton of smokes is all.
There you go.
They look at me like, probably.
Here's your $1 million idea, Ryan.
What?
Instead of farmersonly.com, you could start a dating site for thugsonly.com. You know what I'm saying? You could rock that out.
So you want to see the boss, huh?
They already have that. every teenage girl dates some kid that looks like a thug, I swear.
Yeah.
I never did that. I'm sure
these guys that all look like thugs.
I've tried offering them money, and they're like, no. We like it smokes. So.
Just like that. They say it like that.
Yeah, with that accent. So.
What was that accent?
I don't know.
Mario
It was
Brothers.
like an Italian Mexican.
Mario Brothers.
You know what? I'm too afraid to ask them what their nationality is, man. I spend as least time with them as possible. So, but I know they like Lucky Strike smokes, and so that's that's what I trade them with. So.
Hey, Kirk, who do you have there with you?
What? Where? What?
Somebody behind you.
Oh my goodness! How long have you been
For an hour.
And is it like really bright in there? Like you're both wearing sunglasses, so.
No, it's our thing. Hi, have we met?
Yeah, I know it's your thing, but I thought it was your thing. I didn't know it was everybody in your store.
Oh no! Hey, when people come in, we get them to put on shades because my future's so bright. You got to wear shades.
Oh, I thought it was part of the witness protection program.
That's it. That's it too. This is our. He's in the witness protection program, so of course we can't put his name on air. But this is our.
I can just tell you, we are a bunch of upstanding citizens. We got people in the witness protection program, and thugs, and pawnbrokers, and all sorts of stuff. So we are upstanding. So,
Yeah.
There you go.
This is Tony. This is Tony, our mechanic. Say hi, Tony.
Hi, Tony.
Hi, Tony.
No. Well done, Christine. So you are the champion, and I'm sure Ron is going to put something up saying you are the grand champion.
Congratulations.
Oh, it's going to be
Thank you.
on like Donkey Kong. The whole world is going to know.
But can we cut and paste something with her?
Turn her into
You know
a
what?
dollar.
I will ask Christine's permission to do that.
Okay.
I know that's not something
That's
I
not
forward to the two of you. but-
Only if you.
Then just do it.
We got to cut and paste.
All right.
Yeah.
Never asks
Yeah.
our permission.
No, and I'm not gonna. Oh, but listen, I do have something for Christine for a prize. I don't have it in here with me because I was running short this morning, but Christine is gonna get the Bike Gear butterfly necklace.
Oh, are you for real?
There you go.
Oh, I
Yes,
love
I'm
that.
for real
Oh my
because I knew
God.
that you loved it. So there
Wow.
you go. So yay, Christine. I'll get your address in a little while, and we'll do that.
Thank you so much.
So well done. Hey, no fanfare. Where's the clapping and everything?
It's trying to catch up. There we go.
Hey, was Lance the runner-up?
Yes.
He was a
then
runner-up by
I should give him-
default. He was a runner-up by default.
I think we should give it the Woody Woodpecker doll.
Oh, done.
Kidding me? No, I'm serious. Send it to me.
I know, right? I mean, that's a
Oh my
consolation.
God! Can you imagine Woody Woodpecker
Woody
having his
Woodpecker
own
doll is
personal
yours.
day? What?
I already got your address, by the way. So.
There we go. Hey,
I
Cheryl
thought it
has
looked like that
Cheryl has
figurine.
something to say.
I was thinking that was a figurine of me.
I thought it was a figurine of Dennis Deuce. When I saw the hat, I was like, is that Dennis? And then it's
It
not.
has a liquor bottle. I don't think so.
Oh, he does?
Not Dennis, the doll. Or the,
I know that. I just thought I saw the doll with a hat on it.
We'll have to do this again. Hey, we're going to start all new this year, and I'm sure we'll have you guys back at some point on the program. And we're going to try to think of some new twists that we can do with Pawn or Die. I'm sure we can come up with something. We put all of our 40 IQs together.
We can come up with absolutely nothing. That's right.
I know. Let's have a spelling
years.
That's what we'll do, Kurt.
I want to say to all you guys, I really appreciate you. I appreciate your examples. You're always very good examples. Google Plus, and keep up the good work. And I hope 2015 brings you guys awesome things. So, just saying.
Thank you. You too.
Yeah, it's off to a good start.
Yes, it is. So I'm actually kind of happy to say goodbye to 2014, and I'm looking forward to 2015. So And without further ado, we will sign off, and I hope you guys had fun, and we will see you next time. When's Jerk's Corner coming up, dude?
Well, on Monday.
On Monday? Okay. Yep.
It's always on Monday.
Yeah. Okay.
Today's
Next
Monday.
Yeah.
We'll see you next week on Jerk's Corner. So, see ya.
Thanks, everybody.